satisfaction at being through and maybe frustration that it was closer than you would have liked?
Yeah, firstly, I thought well done to Johnly Yfeko on his first start. I thought he was excellent. I thought that side of the pitch functioned very well. Certainly early in the game, I thought Rabbi was quite eye-catching. He gets in early, and it's a story of the game a little bit. Jamie McDonald was really on form, and even the one where he goes round him, the defenders got back and cleared it off the line. I thought we started the game well with good energy. We created big chances and didn't take one, and then the game sort of petered out to half-time. We spoke about that at half-time. And obviously the VAR decision right at the start of the second half, and you find yourself 1-0 down, and you think it's going to be one of those days. But after that, I thought, again, we got back to dominant. Jamie's had to make a couple of saves, and we're through. So it's been a long week. Obviously, we made 8 changes to the team to give some people a go. I thought Cifuentes was very good again today. And now it gives us a chance to train with a majority of the group fresh tomorrow and Monday into Tuesday. So in a way, the plan of being through and not playing everybody has worked.
What was your view on both VAR decisions? Obviously had a massive impact on the game.
It's what VAR's there for. I think their one's more clearer than our one. I think our one's a little bit harsh, but that's what VAR's there to look at every single shirt pull in the box. We had a much clearer one on the opening day of the season at Kilmarnock we didn't get.
How does it set you up for Europe? What did you take in a positive sense, and what would you like to see improved upon?
It's not going to be the same players that play. It's not going to be the same type of game. The other team's going to obviously throw a lot more at us in terms of possession and chances. That will open up spaces. It'll be a completely different type of game. Again, though, today we've had over 20 shots, and at some stage these chances have got to become goals, because otherwise you don't kill the game, or you don't get the result where it needs to be, and everything becomes a little bit more tense than what it needs to be. Today's game was a carbon copy of Partick Thistle or Raith Rovers at home last year.
Michael, have you got any concerns about the amount of times the team lose the first goal? I think that's now something like 30 out of the last 58 games that the team have conceded the first goal. Is there any way to mitigate that?
I know, you've just thrown that stat at me, so I'll have to go away and have a look at it. In my 33 games, no. Listen, I think it's a great thing to be able to show the resilience to come back, but you don't want to be chasing games of football. There was no reason for us to be chasing that game today. We were the stronger team. We got into really good areas, and we were quite wasteful. And you've heard me say that a few times now, but the actual approach play at times was good, but the final pass or shot needs to be better. I thought Cyril looked a lot sharper today. You can see what the 10 days has given him in terms of fitness. He gets a goal and assist, and was unlucky maybe with one that gets disallowed. I'd need to see it back, but didn't look like there was too much in it. And I'll give credit to Morton. They came with a game plan. They stayed and they worked their absolute socks off. You could see at the end how tired they were. They only had 4 subs today, so they obviously must have some injuries or a much smaller squad as well. Yeah, well, it was going to be an interesting time after that for him. So he stood up to take the penalty. Well done to him for that. There's a queue of people who want to be penalty taker at this club. So James under pressure. So it was nice for him to score. And then I thought he did ever so well for the second goal. He tracked back, he won the ball, and he played to Danilo. And that's trademark Danilo, really. He's got quick feet in the box and finishes it quite well. It's got to be a typical Rangers Ibrox European night. The fans have got to be up, and the players have got to take the game to PSV. It's a 2-legged final. Regardless of the result in the midweek, I think it will go to the second leg. That's our aim, to try and win the game, to try and be in the game, go into Eindhoven. But we get nothing for the end result on Tuesday. It'll be the week after. It's a huge game. Obviously, we didn't get back until late on Wednesday afternoon, so the players who played in the game midweek didn't train Thursday. So yesterday we took the opportunity to split the group, the players who played today and the players that we feel can train and start working towards Tuesday. That will happen tomorrow, Monday, into the game. And it's a game we're looking forward to. It'll be a game where 2 teams throw a lot of punches at each other, and we need to make sure ours stick. And if we get chances like we have the last few weeks and we take them, we'll be in a good place. But if we create the same amount of chances and are just as wasteful as we have been so far this season, then I'll be sitting here having the same conversation. It's clear where we need to improve as a team.
Jack Bobland called upon today with a couple of timely interventions. As good as that is for Jack Bobland's confidence, it's a bit of concern for you that you're relying on the goalkeeper quite a lot.
Yeah, well, listen, we brought him in because he's a top quality goalkeeper. We get him at a fantastic age as well, you know, just turned 30 with a lot of motivation, and he had to do a couple of bits today. I didn't think he was overly worked, if I'm honest. I thought obviously in midweek he showed that, you know, a Rangers goalie has to be able to, you know, in the big moment, in the big game, has to be able to make a save. Alan McGregor made a career on it, and Jack in midweek did very well in one or two moments, I thought.
Michael, is it a concern to you that this team are having to react to moments in games where, like, either it's you at half-time having to tell them, you spoke about that midweek, or like today, substitutions, etc., before they kick into perhaps the style and tempo you would want from the get-go? Is that because it's a new group? Is it because, like you said, they're being wasteful, or is it just a work in progress? But is that a concern to you?
I thought midweek's a completely different game. We just need to come out the pitch 15, 20 yards midweek, and we did that. And then I thought it was clearly the better team and should have been more comfortable. Today, a little bit's on me today. I made 8 changes, and I changed the shape a little bit with Johnly going up in and Rabi out. I thought those things early in the game were going to be the reason why we won it, because we got Rabi one-on-one countless times, and he really gave the boy a difficult game, didn't he? But look, that's not going to be a team that plays regularly for Rangers. The team will settle down over time, and the team will become stronger. There's no better opportunity than what we've got in front of us now on Tuesday night to show exactly what team we want to be. And our number 8s are running forward a lot more off the ball. Our fullbacks are going as well, so we're building with that back 3, and I was quite happy with those today in terms of Johnly and Connor, I thought. And then when John dropped back there, I thought that the build-up phase is good. We're creating so many chances. At the end of the day, if you're creating that amount of chances, at some point the ball needs to go in the goal. If it doesn't, then the game stays open. It doesn't matter who you play against and at what level. If you create the amount of chances we are and having the amount of shots we are, at some point we need to show our quality in the final third.